Hi guys, and welcome to episode 3 of Chomp 101. We're here at the Dunavant today, and we are all about their soup, their steak, and their bottomless truffle fries. We're gonna go learn more. Come on. I'm here with Chef Travis, and he's gonna teach me everything. What's step 1 of chicken and funnel cake?
Well, first thing you gotta do is you gotta make your flour batter for your chicken. You also have to marinate your chicken. We recommend doing this about 12 hours in advance. We just use hot sauce. Frank's Red Hot is a very good choice for this. Just pour it over the chicken, and if you're not put it in the freezer, put it in the refrigerator. For about 6 to 12 hours, you should be fine. 24 is even better. But the important part, as I said before, is the flour mix, which you're gonna go ahead and mix for us. We have 2 quarts of flour here.
Here's
this is just
flour.
general all-purpose flour.
Here we go. Does this qualify me as a chef yet?
We'll talk later.
Okay.
All right, go ahead and next throw in the salt.
We have our salt. We'll tornado that in there.
That's about 1/4 of a cup you just threw in there. Some granulated garlic. It's actually about 1/4 cup of everything here.
Then we have paprika, which I'm assuming is this
That is correct.
super red spice. Smells really nice too.
Yeah, it's got a real good smoky flavor to it.
I'm refined. Okay, cayenne pepper.
Yes.
This one seems pretty straightforward. A little bit of heat. And white pepper. I didn't know white pepper was a thing.
That's
I've
the one.
only ever
This is the one that
seen
actually makes you sneeze.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Noted.
Which you should keep in mind when you're mixing it all together. So grab that whisk right there and just start
Oh,
mixing.
I definitely smell it now. That is for sure.
Oh no, get in there.
Oh my god.
Yeah, go from the heel.
It tickles a little bit.
Choke up. Oh, you'll be fine.
How's that?
That's a good mix.
Oh my god, it's almost like, what is it, reverse psychology, like trying not to sneeze so much.
We'll go ahead and throw our chicken in there. So spice is what we go for because the rest of this dish actually has a very sweet note to it. And spice pairs very nicely with sweet. So you want to coat your chicken so it looks like it really just snowed all over it.
Love it. And
Get your hands in there and toss it around. But that will be coming off ready to go in the fryer. Don't worry about breaking it. Like break it on up and get it all separate. You want each in piece.
Everything
Yep,
coated.
that is correct.
Yep.
Don't feel bashful about grabbing a little more of that flour if you need it.
Cool. I'll dip in
That
with
is
this
correct,
hand so
yeah.
you don't cross-contaminate. Look at that.
There you go.
The things we pick up along the way in Chomp 101. It smells like super fragrant, little bit of heat in there. I won't lie, I'm really like trying not to psych myself into sneezing, but this is one of my favorite dishes of all time. I love the strawberry syrup. The raspberry syrup is so good.
We're actually going to make the raspberry today.
Yay! I haven't had blueberry yet, I'm not going to lie, because I love the first 2 so much. But we'll get around to it one day, I promise.
And they're all freshly made here, so you can try them whenever you want.
Oh my god, I'll just drink them if you want me to.
We can. That's what our mimosas are made of, actually. We take all of our fresh sauces, blend it up, and that's what goes into our fresh mimosa
Good
flights.
old mimosa flights, my favorite. I'll drink straight from the carafe. Is that how you say it?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay, just making sure.
All right, that's ready to go in the fryer, and next up we'll do the funnel cake batter.
Let's do it. I'm so excited.
So now we're going to come back and make your funnel cake batter.
Okay.
This is probably the most important part, as you know, otherwise it's just chicken. Which chicken is great.
Chicken's great,
Everybody
but
loves fried chicken.
We step it up a notch.
Correct.
Nobody does chicken and funnel cake like the Dunavant does.
Well, no one does chicken and funnel cake, period. Not yet, anyway. I'm going to start seeing it out there. I'm going to start getting real angry.
U-O-G. Okay, let's go.
So we're going to start off mixing our wet ingredients in first.
Okay.
So here you have your eggs.
2 eggs already nicely whisked together. Thank you for that, because
No problem.
if I did it, it would be a mess, and we don't want that.
That's exactly why I did that.
Oh my god.
Milk and water. Doesn't really matter which one.
Sploosh.
In which order. Got your vanilla here.
Look at that. Beautiful color.
Thank you. It's our Madagascar vanilla. It's very nice.
Nice aroma.
But go ahead and start whisking.
And slowly add it in.
Not necessarily slowly, but just make sure it's moving when you do it. Otherwise, you're gonna have a bad time.
I'm doing my best.
No worries.
No pressure. Look at that.
Very nice. Go ahead and throw in your salt, your baking powder, and your sugar.
Salt. Baking powder. And last but not least, sugar. There we go. Now we're cooking with peanut oil.
Whisking that as long, well, not as long as you can, but
no
just
clumps,
until it's all smooth. That is correct, yeah. Here, your turn. Grab it, choke up on it.
Yeah, I'm already feeling it.
And then twist it here. And then, yeah, path of least resistance because your arm's still going to burn.
That's hard work.
Yes.
Everyone needs to come back here and earn their brunch, I
Exactly.
swear to God.
Exactly. All right, that should be good. We'll get this in a container and head on over to the fryer.
out.
So what we're gonna do is
Should I just grab it and put it in, do you think? Or is it kind of like just a whole dump thing?
you're gonna drop it down. Yeah, I would just, and then I would place it in. Don't drop it.
Here we go.
So just, and then let it. Yep, there you go.
Look at that. I thought you were like having me like literally dump it. I'm like, this is dangerous.
Oh,
This
no,
is
no.
hard
We
work.
place it nicely. It releases slowly from the door. There you are. All right, so we'll just leave that down.
Magnificent, and
And
it smells wonderful.
And in the meantime, we will move over here to your funnel cake. First of all, you can do this with a pot at home.
Like cast iron or
Yeah,
something
no
like that?
problem.
Cool.
You just want to heat it up to about 375, 400 degrees between there to do them nicely. So all you're going to do is you're going to open this valve and you're just going to kind of paint.
Any particular motion, back and forth?
I would go
or
back and
circle?
forth this way in a zigzag. Once that flows to the top, I would go this way in a zigzag. And then when we flip it over, you're going to do another one just to hold the whole thing together.
No pressure. All right. Reverse, reverse.
And you can also actually pour this through a funnel, which is where it gets its name.
Oh.
All right, and
So
we're
for
just
our
going to let
viewers
that
at
sit.
home, it smells like the fair right now. It smells like warm, happy dough.
It is a lovely
Yeah.
smell, especially when you pair it up with the chicken over here.
Oh, for sure.
Now again, we have our little fancy ring here, but this can easily be done in a pot.
Whoa! It's perfection.
Keep it in the middle. We're just going to look at the bottom. Oh, it's looking
It's
pretty
just
golden
like
brown.
goes so fast. Like you drop that dough and it
Oh.
rose like nobody's business. Look at that.
And there we are.
She pretty.
That is, yes, that's very actually.
So
that's
we're
a-
good with
that's
this.
it. Yeah, you're
That's
done.
it.
That's a great first
Wow.
attempt.
First one, you guys, and I'm nailing it.
That's really good. You want a job?
Sure.
You know, now that you come here, you're just going to have to come back and make your own.
I know, y'all be like,
You just be like, I got this. It's fine.
She know what she doing at this point.
All right, so we're going to set that to the side. You had a little piece fall off here. I'm very sorry.
That's
It was so
okay.
good the fryer had to try some.
Once the chicken's on it and the syrup, like we're good.
Well, you did that so fast, we actually going to have to wait for that chicken to cook. So
Should we hop over
in
to
the
syrup?
meantime,
Up to
why don't
you?
we work your syrup? You'll have to excuse me. We actually just wrapped up brunch.
No worries. It was me. I was brunch.
We're going to let that heat up a bit. So we're going to go that, and that. Do not put in all the water. Do put in
Okay.
all the sugar.
So, raspberries first?
Yeah, so you're gonna heat your pan up. You're gonna take your fresh fruit or frozen. Frozen actually works pretty well with this too. We just like to use as fresh ingredients as possible here. So you throw in your fruits. You start off with just enough water to cover the bottom of all the fruits.
Got it, and then you add the sugar.
And then you add all the sugar.
Look at that. I see that's dangerous work with the water flying everywhere and stuff like that. You gotta
Oh,
be
it is.
careful.
Oh, it's gonna get far more dangerous once that sugar takes over.
Fun. I love the color.
Flip that around. Oh yeah, that water's gonna get a whole bit of that color. So just go ahead and move it around. The idea is you don't want to burn any of the berries. You want to keep them constantly moving, but this liquid is going to boil, start reducing around the berries, condensing the sugar with them. The natural tang of it should come out really nicely with the raspberry. That's why we added so much sugar, in case you want it on the sweeter side.
Look at that. So basically you're lightly roasting. Or like, would it be roasting or boiling? I don't know. It doesn't
Poaching?
matter. Poaching.
Macerating is probably the official term for it. In the meantime, just go ahead and poke over and look at your chicken.
All right, leave her be for a little bit. Nice and golden brown.
We'll give it just a little bit longer. So we can let that reduce a little bit harder. Maybe slide it back here.
So it gets a lot of the heat coming up and stuff
Correct.
like that.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
See,
this
I'm
this
learning.
this front part right here isn't really that hot. If you stuck your hand here, you'd be in a world of hurt.
Do you ever just come to work and say I want to make s'mores today, and then
I have, yes. I've also run them on special. People love s'mores.
y'all hear that? S'mores on special.
So we'll continue that cooking down. It'll be very evident when the sugar has taken hold because the bubbles will change.
How so?
Well, so right now they're very wispy. You can see a couple of the bigger ones form here, but they'll start getting much larger and start looking more glossy. As the water evaporates, the sugar stays. And it just...
Look at that.
Again, you want to keep it moving. Really more to keep an eye on how thick the liquid is.
Because it's gonna like boil
Because
that
it's
into that.
it's gonna go quick, it's gonna go quick. This all actually might time out perfectly. Yeah, that's good.
Wow, look at that.
All right, well, in that case, we can probably just jump right into plating while we're right here. So, go ahead, grab your funnel cake with those tongs. I mean, it's your funnel cake. You can grab it with your hands if you want.
I know,
You're
but
going to eat it.
I don't want to drop it. All right, let me get the little babies right here. Just grab them. Ah! Grab them. There we go. Look at that. Isn't that impressive?
For the first try, it's extremely impressive.
I've never done anything with like hot oil like this before.
Grab
so.
2 of your pieces of chicken there. I would go for don't get those. Get the ones, yeah, those, yeah.
Coaching me through it.
Those are the ones you want. Yeah, place that one like that, and then try to tilt the other one up against it.
The classic stack, if you will. Oh, shoot, almost. That was precarious.
Oh, see, I would go, put it on it.
Oh.
Stack it on, yeah, there you go.
Look at that.
There you
Look
go.
at that.
All right, and now, you want it hot or you want it cold? We can let it cool down, or we can just take it on there hot now. It's about where it needs to be.
Let's just go all in, hot.
All right.
I made that. We ate one and then I made one. I did that. I mean, he helped me like significantly, but like I made that. I'm pretty impressed with myself, y'all. I'm just saying.
See the bubbles?
Yeah. Super glossy.
See how they're looking glossy now?
And it's like that deep, like very vibrant,
yeah,
like magenta-y red.
Like they almost want to hold their shape when they're done popping.
Yep. And those raspberries break down.
Yep, that's what you're looking for, is that breakdown. You're looking for a big pile of delicious raspberry goo.
Mush.
Now, if you want to go for the more like whole pieces of berry look, you can also take some fresh ones and throw them in at the very end of this process. I would say within the last 2 minutes. And the heat from all of this hot sugar will actually cook them to a point that if you just put them in there and take it off the heat, it'll be a nice like berry-filled sauce.
Interesting.
This one's going to be a little more broken down just where we're going straight out of the pan, but...
Look at that.
I take a little bit of your powdered sugar here.
Sprinkle it.
Sprinkle it as liberally as you'd like.
Tag Salt Bay, okay? I think we need some more.
Yeah, there you go. That's...
Ah!
We like to go more like Tony Montana around here.
Oh my God.
So like right around there. That's usually the level that we like to do.
We did it!
Yeah. Flower 5.
Oh, it's snowing. Well, thank you so much for having us in today.
Glad I could help you make this
So
that you can stop coming here to eat it.
She hear too much is what she's saying. Look at this, guys. I made this. I mean, like I had like a lot of help with it, but for a first timer, this is pretty solid. So I have so much like respect and knowledge now for this thing that I order at brunch every single time. It is one of my all-time favorite dishes. Thank you so much to Chef Travis for helping us today. I learned so much. I'm so excited. I love you guys. And I know if you come to visit, you will too. So that's episode 3. Please tune back in for our next episode coming very soon. In the meantime, have fun, chomp a lot. Bye, y'all.